Have you ever wondered how to effectively balance cost, time, and quality in your business? Today, we're going to answer that question and discuss something we try to define at the start of each project, and a personal favorite business tool of mine, the iron triangle. Don't worry though, it sounds much scarier than it actually is to implement. Hello, we're Software Overhaul, a cooperative of experienced software professionals helping organizations deal with complex technical problems. On this channel, we discuss problems relevant to the leaders and organizations we work with, which includes business theory as well as technology. In our first presentation, we're focused on business theory, but this tool has wide-ranging uses in project management, which is the foundation of good software engineering. The iron triangle is a project management tool used to visualize the trade-offs between three business constraints: time, cost, and quality. The exact origins and history of the triangle are a mystery, potentially dating back to the 1940s or even further, according to some sources. You may have also heard it referred to as project management triangle, triple constraint, project triangle, and other similar terms. There is also a similar triangle used to describe defense policy making within the US government, but that comes from a 1981 book, which is 40 years after the business term has at least been used. Interesting trivia, but not relevant to our presentation on the business version. The iron triangle is most often used to illustrate the idea that you can push your business constraints, but it is always at the expense of the others. This is because all constraints added together have to equal 100%, as they represent your business direction, and you really can't double or halve this factor. In our opinion, the traditional triangle is a bit limited in its ability to capture the complexity of real projects, which often have more than three constraints. For example, risk and scope are also important factors that can impact project success, but they are missing from the traditional quality triangle. You can also merge some constraints into each other if you want to compress these expanded concepts back into the triangle shape. Be warned, this can lead to a poor model in terms of the relationship between risk and cutting cost or time. It also doesn't fully appreciate that both quality and scope can be different in implementation detail. Which one you use depends entirely on how you think. I prefer a more detailed shape with 5 constraints, but you may want something more familiar or even simple. There are definitely more than 3 to 5 factors which your business will need to consider over its lifetime, but we believe this is a good starting point for any venture. It allows you to visualize what resources you are willing to dedicate and if that is going to be viable for your product requirements. To help explain this better and provide a free tool we can all use, I've built a web visualizer and article page on our site. This took around a day for me to build, test and deploy. There will be a link in the description of this video to it. The Visualiser allows us to explore a more flexible representation of project constraints by providing the following options. Traditional refers to the classic iron triangle, where quality and scope refer to the same axis/concept, which is how well the end product meets expectations. Pentagon is the most verbose. It includes risk as an axis, along with both quality and scope at the same time. Modern is a more concise version of the pentagon, combining quality and scope into a single product factor, and cheap and fast into a single lean factor. You can also share your triangle with others when you're done too, by pressing this button or just copying the URL from the address bar. Now the theory has been covered, it's the perfect time for us to go over what the triangle is trying to demonstrate. Let's say we have a project we are trying to build and we're struggling to balance the triangle. If you want a project to be completed quickly and with high quality, it will cost more on the iron triangle. If you want a project to be completed quickly and cheaply, it will be of lower quality on the iron triangle. If you don't invest much in your project, set any quality or scope expectations, and rush it, unfortunately, you'll have an inflated risk factor on the iron pentagon. On the modern triangle, this could be 50% lean and 50% risk in an extreme version of this scenario. Our recommended approach is to choose a sensible balance of all factors that your team can realistically achieve, that also takes into account your customers' expectations so you don't overspend on resources or time. The iron triangle is a great cognitive tool for letting you experiment with the elastic relationship between speed, cost saving, and product quality. If you increase one, you have to reduce the others in proportion, which tells us that we can't have it all in business. To use the classic quality-based triangle, we can point to 3 key trade-offs it demonstrates. If you want to prioritize saving money, it will take more time and your quality will suffer. If you want to prioritize speed, it will cost more and your quality will suffer once more. The only way to ensure quality is to provide enough time and money for it. Your job as a business owner is to provide the level of quality your customers expect and to provide it at a price they will pay. If you cut corners, you will suffer as a business, and under some models like the Pentagon or Modern Triangle, you will increase your risk factor. Feel free to use the Visualiser as much as you like. If you're feeling brave, why not share in the comments what your business looks like on one of them? To help support our work, please share this with a business leader who would find this useful too. If you'd like to see more, please follow us on YouTube, Substack, and LinkedIn. We are a software engineering consultancy, which means we're available to help if you have any issues or want a short advice session. Please visit our website for more information. Thank you for watching this presentation on iron shapes in business. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Speak soon.